How's it going, everybody? It's Pete J, 4Pete underscore J on YouTube, Pete J Play on Twitch. Coming to you from Motorcycle Mechanic Simulator. We're going to be putting in another hour here in the shop. Before we left off last time, we picked up, what is this one? Let's hit tab and bring up our, um, okay, good old times. So this, I think, that's the current. I used to go crazy on this baby back in the day, and I'd like to get back on it. Could you look in her pipes before I hit the road? Okay, so we'll make $3,504 and 90 XP. I think this might even be a story mission. So if we look up in the upper left-hand corner there, we have to upgrade, get the braking to 50, the handling to 55. We have a brake clamp rear, a brake drum front, and a fork spring that need to be changed. So we're going to hit the right mouse button and bring up our wheel here, and we haven't selected it, so let's select it. And now I think if we bring up the right click, motorcycle status, so we need to get to braking 50. Currently we're at 39, so we got to gain about 11, and then the handling has to get up to 55. Right now it's at 45. That's going to be an increase of 10. This is a scooter beast called the Red Tiger, and it's yellow. So, although it is kind of a uh, cool looking um, scooter. I do like the scooter. Motorcycle maintenance. Okay. Um, is there a way? I thought I was finding ways to test stuff. Yeah, examine. Okay, so is that press and hold? Okay, so press and hold, I guess, huh? All right, let's get back to normal mode. All right, so we have a brake clamp rear that needs to be replaced and a brake drum front. Brake drum front and brake clamp rear we may be able to do something to help increase braking by making those repairs. So when we look, let's go to examine mode. Stabilizer rear. Oh wow, compression tester. I didn't even know we had one of those. Okay. Right. Exhaust. What is up here? Okay, let's go to disassemble. Can we take this fender rear off? Fender rear left off. Um, we got it. Okay, we need to remove fender rear left cover. Can I get in there? I can't really get in there. So this fender seems almost like it's storage. Like it's just a little storage area. Keeps it separated from the wheel so whatever you're carrying doesn't come out. Okay, can I? Really like to be able to get up inside here without. Does not look as. Wait there. No, I keep taking stuff off, but it's not getting me any closer to being able to see in there. um, Cover rear. Okay, what we can do is we can go in here into this was the right with the bike selected, uh, right mouse click, you get motorcycle status. Now, if we go to rear wheel, brake clamp rear, which is what we're looking for. So if I turn on this, that will illuminate the part. So now we can find it. Now, if we hit escape to get out, there it is. That's that little part right there. And I guess I'm going to have to take the whole back part, the back wheel apart. I can take the wheel off, which seems weird to me. But we'll take the wheel off and we'll see what happens here. Goes the wheel. There's escape out of there. That's it, right? That's the part that's, no, that's not the part. So the part is actually in the brake drum. Yeah, looks that way. So we got to take off the nave cover. Now we can take off the drum rear. And there's the brake clamp rear. Almost looks like a mini. All right, so if we pull this, is there a way to put it on? Add remove to the shopping cart is R. Okay, if we hit R, we got brake clamp rear classic. Let's take a look at the shopping situation. All right, I locked up here, so we'll see what happens. Okay, there we go. Okay, and now I'm going to click over here on my shopping list. Seems like that's all they have is the classic brake clamp rear brake clump. So yeah, it seems like all they have is we might as well buy it. $7 and we need to replace anyway. So we're going to hit tab to close that out. Now we will disassemble, but we'll put the new one right back on 100%. All right, and we'll rebuild. Brake drum. We got a modern brake drum. We got to go up by 10. So what if modern is 100%? If we put this on, we get a +6. And this was in our inventory, not theirs, because, and we know that because it's 100%. This just came off, so I'm assuming it was this one that was 71%. So let's throw that on there. It doesn't cost us anything. We already got it. And we should get a little bit of a lift. Modern wheel, 79%. I'm not going to take that apart. Okay, and we want to put the nave cover back on. Okay. I'm going to keep just rebuilding because I took all this stuff off and it was for naught. I didn't need to take all of it off. But yeah, this just seems like kind of like a trunk or something. The equivalent of a trunk. And then you put the cover back on and it's got, it's got a lock on it. So we also want to hit the right mouse button, go to motorcycle status, go to rear wheel, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the brake clamp rear. And our braking now is we're up to 46, so we're looking for 9. We still need 9 more in the braking department. Okay. What else do we have to do? Brake drum front. Maybe I should be looking for something bigger, right? Look at that brake drum is kind of busted up. So, disassemble mode, take the nave cover off. We have to take the wheel off first? That makes sense. Okay. We have a classic. And if we hit R, actually we can go, we can remove that. Okay, so anyway, let's go to shop. Let's delete that and let's go. Oh, I didn't. Did I not add it? I thought I added it to the R. Disc breaker R. Okay, so now it's on the shopping list, or at least it should be, right? Shopping. Why does it keep disappearing? Oh no, that was what I wanted. Okay. All right, Pete's going to get his act together here in a minute, I promise. Now we're going shopping. Brake drum front, that's what we want. We've got modern, which is a +8. Fancy is a +15. Slick is a +25. Let's grab the modern and a +8. Because I think we'll do that, and then let's go tab. We're going to pull this off. We should have some brake pads, right? These are classic brake pads. I want brake pad. Well, we forgot to do that again. So do this, hit the R button. Brake pads front. Now we're going to go shopping. We're going to go to brake pads front. All they have is classic, so we're not doing that. But we can assemble, put the new brake drum on. The fork spring. I don't think the fork spring is going to help. Well, we got braking. Okay, so we did handle the braking. I'm lost. I don't know. Before we go any further, I'm going to right click. I'm going to motorcycle status. We're at 52, so we actually got one. We got two over. Again, I still don't have a firm grasp of how of how they figure this how they figure this stuff. Okay. Handling is a 55. Where are we at? Handling is 55. We're at 46, so we need a 9. I don't know if the fork spring is going to help us if we can get a 9. Nave. Oh, it's been removed. We need to replace that. There we go. Okay, now I want the front wheel. I'm assuming that's where the brake spring front. Fork spring. All right. Fork spring front suspension. Fork spring. Light it up, please. There it is. The fork spring there. And it is a classic. We're going to hit R, stick that on the shopping list. Can we get rid of these other things? No, I think we got to be in shop. Okay, we're going to go shopping. We're going to hit this. We need 9. None of these seem to give us any extra handling though. Modern, fancy, or $36, $39.45. And again, it doesn't seem like it makes any difference in the handling. That's impact. That seems strange to me, but the other thing is we may be able to just disassemble this, take this off. We gotta take the wheel off again. It says change, but I think we can fix it on the bench, depending on whether or not we still have. We need to disengage. Now we need to go back to our repair table 2. So I did get the upgrade. I'm glad. Add parts. We want to add the fork spring. We'll accept that and we'll repair it. All right, so assemble fork spring. All right, fork spring is now fixed, so we're going to go and put the wheel back on. All right, and what else is there? Anything? Let's go here and turn off the front fork spring. Okay, so this is the Red Tiger Scooter Beast. I believe that if we go to shopping and we go delete, we want all. We want to filter Roverson. Let's see here. Oh, what was that? Beast, Savage. We're in Beast mode. Okay, we're looking for handling. Accept. All right, so we can get new tires. New tires, new handlebar, or Or what, Pete? Or a new fork. What if we went handlebar and a fork? 8 and 8, that gives us 16. I thought we were saying 9, so we're a little over. What if we got a new 4 and 4 is 8. 8 and 8 is 16. So we're like missing it. We're either coming up short or we're way over. 4 and 4 is 8. Again, we're way over. But 8 and 8 is 16. What if we did 8 and 4? But again, they more than likely they have modern. They've already got modern parts on it. So we would have to go up, and even then it would be a bump of 4, not 8. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 and 8 is 16 minus 8, so we'd only wind up with 8. If we go 12 though, right? And if we're going to go 12, why not just do handlebars? We go 100, we'll go up 12, subtract the 4, we're still at 8 though. We're still low. Let's do the handlebars and then we'll assess where we're at. Again, we may be even further off than I think. Like I said earlier, I'm not understanding how this is working, how this works out. So let's disassemble I want to disassemble the handlebars. But that's the thing is I don't think I've ever had a one for one where it's like, okay, this is give you a bump of 4 points, and then you put it on and you get like 3, and you're like, I don't understand that. What? How? I thought it was a bump of 4. I only wound up with 3. And okay, so we're gonna pull that. Wait a minute. What I needed to do is see what it was first. Okay, so a bump of 10, and that would be okay. All right. Fancy handlebar lever. That's 100%. So that was not the one we took off. Handle grip again. I got 100%, but the one I took off has been used, obviously. So it's not going to be in 100%. Position. Fancy hand grip. All right. So we did not get the check mark for handling. So let's see where we're at. We're at handling of 51. We are missing 4. We're missing 4. Okay. Did I have a 12? No, I did. I put the 12 on, so that's plus 12. We only got a plus 10. And we still can't, we still can't. This is what I'm talking about. We still come up 4 short when we only needed 9. So we didn't get the full 12. I don't understand why. Obviously, I guess there's an exchange rate kind of thing. I can't remember which one was on there already, but we got a plus 10. Okay, fine. We should still be in good, right? Because we only needed 9. Or did we need 11? I can't remember. But we wind up 4 short. Just like I'm not understanding how and it just that's the thing. It's just I'm trying to figure it out so I know going forward how to best plan for it, and I don't know how to plan for it. If I got that's a plus 4, that should get us there. That should get us there. It's a plus 4. So well, first let's see if we have the tire. Disassemble. All right, let's disengage. We're going to go over to the tire. We're going to take the tire apart. So we're going to dismantle the wheel. Classic. Although, did I just buy a classic wheel or did... That's the other thing too, is I tend to... All right, so now I want to reassemble. Rim front. Classic beast. Okay, so that's the only one we have. if I go and now I go here and I go on tire front, that's modern. So that's a step above classic, right? And that's a +4. So I should be getting 4. Buy it. Worst case scenario, I'll come back and I'll eat the cost and I'll buy the rear tire too, but I don't think I should have to. I think I disconnect, please. Disengage. All right, here we go. We're going to come back here. We're going to attach the tire. We're going tire rim front. And we're going to go, yeah, +4 right here. Whoops, sorry. Attach that tire on. And we're going to grab the wheel, come over to the balancer, and we're going to balance this tire. So it said +4. I believe is what we needed, right? We needed a +4. So if we go back here now, and we're going to go assemblage. Okay, we're going to come down here. We're going to go. Doesn't say. It says max speed +5. Did I grab max speed and not? Oh man, did I mess this up? I did. I thought it was handling. It does say handling. Why did I got a bump in speed. Why did I get, but I still don't have. Go, and you can go. All right. So that should be handling. That's what I got. I got accept. Got tire front modern. I should have got a +4 in handling, but I got a +5 in speed, right? Where are we at? Handling's at 54. I'm at 1% handling. I need 1% handling. So like I said, I think what we do is we bite the bullet and we buy another modern, right? It was the modern. Let's get back here. We're going to pull this tire. We're just going to replace the tire, and I'm hoping beyond hope that this is the end of it. But that's the thing that's kind of getting me right now. Is I can't understand how the upgrades work. There's some kind of a formula. Obviously, there's a way to figure it, and I just don't know what it is. And it's not. I mean, what it's listed at is not what you get when you put it on, and it's kind of confusing. I'm not 100% sure. So we want to go back here. Let's just grab this so we can buy the right tire. And we had bought the front, so let's get the rear. 73 bucks. But in the end, we're good, right? We're good. We're gonna disengage, and back here we will attach the tire, rim front. No, it's a rim rear. Where's the rim rear at? Front, rim rear. I believe that's it, right? That's it, I believe. Right, and we're gonna go with this. It's a +4. Okay, take it. We're gonna come over here and balance it. So the rims give it a little bit of speed, but it's really the handling that I'm interested in. And now we'll put this one on, and it's going to be like 68, and you're like, no, how did I do? I don't get it. How does this work? But I do like the game. I mean, I'm having a lot of fun playing it, and I'm getting more and more comfortable with the tools and stuff. Okay, so there we've got our check mark on handling. Let's take a look at the motorcycle status. Handling's at 57, so we're 2 over. Not bad. Again, we only needed 1. So this would be 3. We got a +3 when it said +4. Max speed's at 54. Well, they got a bump on that. I can't remember what it was originally. And the braking's at 53, and we needed to get it to 50. So all in all, a good project, well completed. I do like the way it looks. I do want to check one thing though. I want to make sure 100% assembly. Yeah, this is if you want to make sure that you've put everything back on before you sign off and get dinged for it. Take a look at your motorcycle status and make sure that the assembly level says 100%. That way you know you're done. So, okay, we're going to disengage and let's go and hit our tab button to bring up our tablet. We're going to go back to the mail though. Mail. Okay, we can finish that project. There you go. You've reached the next level. Current available skills. I don't know what they said. Part has been removed. Okay. Do we grab a couple? There's available main quest. Bad luck. Hey, I had a black cat cross the road on my way home. I'm not superstitious, but as I caught a hole in my front tire after hitting a nail in the road, I think I'm going to reconsider. Please fix it and also check what's going on with starting my bike, as I often have trouble starting it with a cold engine. Battery, engine starter oil, filter can, oil filter mean, and tire front. We'll accept that. We can bring that in here. I think I switched them up. If we go back to motorcycle maintenance, I put these are our garage finds. So we got the Bopper 1453, which needs some work. We put the front wheel, the engine, the front suspension in order. We got to put the rear wheel and the rear suspension in order. And then we're going to take it to the auction. I've never seen an auction spot before. So that's an available slot. This is the other one we bought at the junkyard. And as you can see, we haven't really even started on it yet. So, and then we moved back to the El Angelo Drive to do the job. So here we are. We got to replace the battery, the engine starter, the oil filter can, the oil filter mean, and the tire front. So if we go here, right, and we go to tire front, I was gonna say I don't think we can just do that because classic, because it's two parts put together. So we'd have to. I think we have to take them apart in order to be able to put the tire on the. Oop, I think we got to go back over here, don't we? Hold fast. Okay, so I think that's pretty well done. We got to do the braking before we can pull that. Discs are classic. Brake. Disc. Classic as well. So I think I can get this off now. Okay, let's disengage. Tire front. Dismantle the wheel. It's classic wheel. The weirdest thing is I think I could probably fix this on the bench. Is that what I do? Right? We'll take the wheel. If I come over here to the bench, I can repair, add parts. There it is, classic. I can fix that on the bench. That seems weird to me. I don't know how I would fix it. Well, I guess I would patch the tire. $67 to fix that tire. So what we're going to do now is we're going to escape out and go back over. And we're going to attach the tire. Rim front. Oh, I don't remember which one it was though. Dagnabbit, Pete. Rim front, this one here. We'll put those back together, and they're both classics, I believe. And I think it's getting on time for me to clear out my inventory. That's for sure. It's always best to have like an empty inventory when you start doing jobs because you're taking things off of people's bikes and you need to return them and such, so on and so forth. And all right, so that's tire front, already got the check mark for that. Now we just have to put the front end back together. One of the things I do like about this game, well, I'm really enjoying everything about the game. I really do enjoy it. Is that when the jobs come in, they do charge you with having to improve performance. And that's one thing that we're starting to get. I have that now on Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Improving performance. I would like to see it in Off-Road Mechanic Simulator, but to date, I have not seen anything equivalent to that. So I'm not 100% positive. Now, before I go, I just want to make sure we're at 100%. Yeah, we are. Okay. 100%. And we're going to escape out. Battery, engine starter, oil can, oil filter can, and oil filter mean. So let's take a look around. I'm trying to learn my way around the engine because, like I've said before, I've never really worked on motorcycles, so I don't really know a lot about them. Actually, I'm going to cheat. Engine starter. I know it's over here somewhere, but there it is. Oh, wrong side, Pete. There it is. There it is down here. Okay. All right, man. Let's get on it. It is such a small thing. There it is. I see it right there. Okay, so if I go, actually, I'm gonna have to take the alternator cover off. Okay, disassemble. Oh, we gotta remove the oil first. That's right. I should have done that. There's a, when you hit the right mouse button and the wheel comes up, you can, here, I'll show you. Hit that right button. In motorcycle maintenance, that allows you to both drain the oil as well as drain the gas tank if you need to. So there's the engine starter right there. Can I get it off without taking... No, okay, we got to take the cover off. So we'll do that. But first we got to remove this gear shift lever. All right, now the side stand foot and the radiator hose. What else? Alternator cover, thermostat hose. All right, now it's free. There it is. Okay. Now, starter belt, and then we can get the starter sprocket. Okay, there's the starter. Now, if we disengage by hitting escape, can we get the engine starter up on the bench? Repair, add parts. Engine starter, there it is right there. But that is not the bike we're working on, is it? It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Yeah. Repair it. $49 to repair that. We'll escape out. We'll get back over here and reinstall that real quick. Then we'll be down to electrical stuff. There's our engine starter, 100%. Okay, we'll put the sprocket wheel back on. That's at 73%, and the belt. Cover. Rebuild this puppy right here. There it is. The other thing we got to remember is that we also are going to have to refill the oil before we send her out of here. Lever. And the kick footy. Side stand footy. All right, let's go here. We're at 100%. We can turn that light off. All right, so we're at 100%. So we did put everything back on. Now we need the battery, and I believe the battery box is back here, right? Usually where it sits, battery cover. Yeah. Got to pull the saddle. Only makes sense. Got to pull this saddle because it sits on the battery. There's the battery right there. We're going to pull that battery out. Got a battery hold down, a couple of bolts there, and we have to disconnect the leads. Okay, so the battery cover. Oh, that's that. Do you think we can fix the battery on the bench? Let's go see. It is bench number 2, which had part. Battery. Now, is there a battery charger? Kind of like the disc brakes. Maybe I got to put it on the battery charger. I don't see a battery charger. Okay, so we're going to buy a new battery. Battery. $43. We'll buy that. Because they're slow. Okay, so assemble mode, and we'll drop the new battery in. The hold down back on. There we go. Now we got this. Clamp that up. Looks good. Okay, saddle can go back on. And now we're down to what? Oil issues, which are going to be, I think they're going to be somewhere down here. Oil filter can and the oil filter mean. Filter can and the oil filter mean. That's going to be throttle and fuel stuff, I believe. Don't think there's going to be any oil stuffs up here. Yeah, petrol filler can. I want to say it's down here. Let's go ahead and cheat. Go engine. Oil filter can and oil filter mean. Let's go and light those up. All right, so there's disassemble mode. Oil filter can. The oil filter mean. Okay. All right, very cool. That's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It's actually very accessible. Oil filter can and oil filter mean. May not be repairable, I guess. I'm not seeing anything. All right, let's go shopping. Oil filter can and oil filter mean. You got $28 for the can and $37 for the mean. All right, so we're going to get out of there. Into assemble mode. Filter mean and the oil filter can. All right, and this one's done as well. So we'll go ahead and we're going to check that. We want to go to turn those lights off, please. 100% assembly level, so we know we haven't left anything off. We'll detach. And call the owner for this one. This is a nice bike right here. This is a nice looking bike. I don't like that yellow thing. I keep trying to get a nice shot of it where I don't have that yellow highlight. But I'm always missing something. If we got to about, oh, I think I have a photo, don't I? We go here, we can go to page 2. There's our camera. There we go. How do we go lower? There we go. All right, so WASD. So this is WSADQEZ. Z is down. I'm too close to something. So Z and then C. Whoop. X. Okay, Z and X. So those are your camera controls. Oh, it's right there. It's right there on the screen. Sorry about that, folks. Here's me thinking I'm being helpful, and it's all printed right there on the screen. So too high. And that's the way that way you can take the pictures without the move camera vertically, rotate the camera, open, close effects editor. What does that mean? F. Oh, so I can, okay, so you get different filters. You can go red or blue or yellow. Although these don't seem like that's what they're doing, but set. Okay, vignette. So you can bring it in around there. Saturation, you can make the colors more or less. Hue shift. Yeah, we can make it pink if we wanted to. Contrast. Oh, I missed it. Contrast. Exposure. Overexposed, underexposed. Photo mode camera movement speed. What does that mean? Reset. Okay, I don't need that stuff. So let's go here. I want to go Z a little bit. We'll go out this way, and we're going to take this photo, left click. All right, so we'll hit escape. There's our photo mode right there. Screenshot location. Okay, so that it does store it to your computer. All right, so let's go ahead and call this individual, and we can get this one out. We want to go mail. And oh! You know what we did? What I did is what I said. I forgot. We have to refill the oil. And where's the dipstick? There it is, right there. All right, there it is. So we're going to take that off. Motorcycle maintenance. We're going to change the oil. So we're going to. That's a pretty precarious pour right there, isn't it? All right, and it stops automatically, so you don't have to worry about overfilling or spilling. So then you just hit escape. We're going to go back to assemble mode and put the dipstick back in. There it is. And now I think if we detach, we should be able to call the owner and have him come get his bike. Him or hers bike. I should tab, and there we are, finish. All right, another $3,000. And I want to look at some other stuff. Let's see, progress. Here's our progress. We have 10, how many skill points? Do I have 10 skill points? I really have to pay better attention, don't I, folks? All right, so we got, those are our active skills. These are our passive skills. We can't do anything to max these out outside of basically just buy something from the junkyard, reward reduced part prices at the junkyard. So we've bought Um, I'm not even sure. You got to buy 1,200 things from the junkyard, I guess. Repairing, we have to repair 300 parts. I'm assuming that's what that number over there is. So that's what, yeah, that's just what you're doing throughout the game. So you will eventually level up on these, but you can't outside of just playing the game. Okay, so we have petrol meter unlocks the petrol meter. Hold L and B on skill button to okay. Faster service, faster liquid pouring and parts greasing. Again, not high on my list really. And how much are they? Well, that's 3 and that's 3. We've got garage tools unlocks additional space for a motorcycle and unlocks a 20% chance for a free repair. Oh, very cool. And this one is 5 and that one is 4, so that's 9. We've got scavenger intuition. The player will see outlines of parts when they are close to him. And the player can take up to 21 parts from the junkyard. Okay. I'm kind of feeling like we should just max out the garage tools. We have space for additional motorcycles, and we have a 20% chance for a free repair. And then we can start working on, or do I just go with Repair Master and Scavenger Intuition? Because I haven't really unlocked anything in the junkyard yet. Got 2 things in mechanic. I think I'm gonna go. I'll finish out the garage tools. So we've got garage tools and we've got Repair Master. So we're all leveled up. We've got 3 more for mechanic, and we've got almost the whole thing. We got 2, 4, 6, 7 more for junkyard. So all right. And the last thing I wanted to check because I haven't looked for a while is the bank. What is the bank saying? Do I owe them money? Do I have to give them money? How does this work? Welcome, client. We would love to finance your business growth. Here are the main rules of our bank. You can only have 1 loan open at a time. Okay, I have that, right? To take out another loan, you must repay the previous one. Okay, I get that. Each loan bears interest. The higher the amount, the lower the interest rate. Okay, interest rate of your last loan 0%, remaining to be paid $3,002. Right? 30,000? No, it's $3,002. Yeah. The maximum loan amount depends on the client's business level, your level. Use the slider on the right to set the loan amount. Okay. So I used this when I took my loan, and I'm using this now to pay it off. I can pay off half of it, so I can pay off $1,501, and I don't. Okay, let's do that. We'll just pay that. So we've got $751, and the remaining to be paid is okay. All right, so that's that. What do we got left? Why don't we head back to the garage barn, and we will put a little bit of time into our other. That's Angelo Drive. That's the barn's garage. Okay. And we'll see what we could do. I'm looking forward to getting to the auction. I don't know what it's going to be like. Haven't seen it before. I know Car Mechanic Simulator has kind of an. I think they have kind of an auction situation, or at least they did. I thought in 2018. But again, I haven't really visited it. This is the one that's pretty close to being ready to drive out the door. I think we're working on the rear suspension. That's what's left. If we click and then hit motorcycle status, you can see, let's see, the rear wheel and what else? The rear wheel, rear suspension, but outside of that, everything else is good to go. 97% assembly level. So, ooh, we got to add fluids. Gas, oil, fork leg grease. Did we not put fork leg grease in? We go here to status. Can I add grease? Ooh, I can. Look at that. I did. That's right. I did put gas and oil in it because I wanted to start the engine. So now we've got fork leg grease in there, so we should be good. And now when we look at our motorcycle status, fork leg grease, check. Okay. Acceleration's a 60, handling 73, max speed 65, braking is a 58. No, I'm not going to sell it yet, Pete. All right, so let's get back to disassemble mode. We're going to come back here to the rear suspension. We're going to just start pulling all this stuff off. If I go to examine mode, they're going to compression test that spring. Let's see where it's at. I am an exam mastering. There you go. Again, this is the stuff that helps you with your passive growth. And I didn't realize we had all these testers. Look at that. I'm not even sure what I just did. The light. Okay, so that was like an electric tester or something. All right, I think all of the rest of this stuff is... Can I test that side? Okay. All right, let's get into disassemble mode. We're going to just start pulling everything off the back end. And we've got repair bench level 2, so I think most things we could probably just throw up on the bench. And do me a favor, but don't throw up on the bench. Nobody wants that. This way we can, oh, you know what? Again, should have emptied my inventory. And this is another thing too that I'm like, I mean, do you hold on to parts? This one, my complaint would be that the inventory gets unwieldy. You just, you know what I mean? And to be honest with you, the repair benches are so good that you literally can almost repair everything that comes off of it with few exceptions, you know? So you're kind of like, do I really need to hold on to all of this stuff? I don't know if I do. What kind of bike is this again? Urban Knight Choppers Hawk. I think that's the only thing you really need. Bopper 1453 is just the name of the bike, but it's an Urban Knight Choppers Hawk. So we're looking for the Hawk. And I've got my workbench set up over here so we can be close. Add parts. We want not baked. Is there a way to... See, this is what we're talking about here. Grab that, right? Fork leg. We're not getting the fork leg. Sprocket wheel suspension. Rear. Suspension right. Handlebar lever. Nave rear. We're going to grab that as well. Suspension shock left. See, because I have way too much stuff in here. Brake caliper rear for a Falcon Hawk. Is that on there? I think it's on there now. Okay. Add parts. Accept. All right. So $164 to fix all of that. And the only thing we haven't done is the wheel, but we're going to have to take that over. And the discs. We got to do the discs as well, which we can do on the lathe. So we've got, I keep forgetting that we have the lathe. So we've got the lathe here. We're looking for a Falcon Hawk. Here it is, brake disc rear. There it goes. Getting refaced. All right, I think we can take it now. There it is. Okay. Take the part. Let's take this tire changer fancy wheel. That's a fancy wheel. And we'll take the wheel back to the table. We're going to see if we can't grab those parts. Let's see. Fancy. We're going to accept that. Add part. Need a tire. Tire rear modern. Tire front. Let's just repair. How do I get out? I want out. I want out. Back out. Oh. All right, well, it's still there. Very cool. $130 to repair the rim. I want to see what we got up front. What did we get up front here? It's got a red rim. Let's see. Shopping. We're looking for wheels, not oil. Delete. And it's got a red, the red line. So it was Superior? That looks like it. Let's grab that. And we'll go put them together. And that way the front and the back will match. I'm all about matching. That's my whole thing. Oh, no, we didn't want to do that. We wanted to do this. And we wanted to do... rear fancy. Now I have two of them? Why do I have two of them? I don't know why I have two of them. I must have already had one. Must have bought one. Oh, that's legendary. This is superior. Okay, we're going to keep this. We're going to keep the legendary for ourselves. All right, let's try rebuilding here. Assemble mode. Suspension left. Seem to have two of those. I have two of these as well. I'm not sure how that happened, but no, I wanted rear axle. I have three of these. How did I... What is happening? All right, let's get the tire on, or the wheel on. Why does it not? It will not go. Fancy. Is it these? Suspension rear left. Nope, that's fine. So what is it? Classic. Suspension bar. Delete that. We're not still unfiltered, are we? Yeah, we are. We gotta turn that off as well. Suspension. Classic. I think we're on fancy, right? Fork leg right. Frame. I can get a new frame. That's crazy. All right, so why won't this fit on there is my question. Oh, wheel is not balanced, Pete. That's why. Okay, I apologize, folks. That's my mistake. I moved too quickly. Okay, so we just have to balance it, and then it'll be fine. I was gonna say, what's going on here now? All right, now we should be able to place it. That's fine and dandy, like sour candy. We got that in there. Let's go with assembly mode. Let's put the suspension rear axle in there. We got 3 of those. We're going to throw this rear wheel up. There we go. Now let's get the shocks in. Why do I have 2 of everything? I might need to just buy one of those. One of those frames. I seem to have enough parts. I could probably build a whole second bike. 100%, we'll take that. We're going to grab this disc brake. How are these pads here? 88%, not bad. 43%. What were they? I forgot. Modern. Okay, so they're modern. They're modern. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they are, modern. There you go, +2. And out we go. 1 hundo. We got the brake caliper. We fixed, that was 81%. I thought we fixed that to a hundo, but obviously not. Uh-oh. We're kind of locked up here for a second. Anything? Okay, let's try this again. All right, so we need this thing. Let's go shopping and brake caliper. Classic, $16. Can't do without it, just for 16 bucks. All right, the nave, hold fast. That's the hold fast, not the nave, Pete. And that gets. That. Come around, we got the sprocket wheel. We fixed that to 100%. Okay, and the axle rear. Put the 1 hundo in there. Even though I don't think that's what it came in with, but that's okay because it's our bike and we want to sell it. So we're going to put this out there. We got a light rear. All right, I think she's done. Let's check motorcycle stats. 100% assembly level. Everything's at 100%. Let's do this real quick. And this is the other thing too, is if you're selected, I'm on the bike and I'm selected. I'm going to go, if you look, let's see, go up here. Can I get up to the handlebars? So we go up to the handlebars. And it says handle grip right, handle grip left. Well, if you go to, again, motorcycle maintenance, when you come up here now, it says start engine. That's how you can start the engine. Left mouse button, you hold, and it starts up. There's our engine running. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and kill the engine. And we're going to come back out into normal time here. And let's go to the map, which we need to do by hitting tab. I want to do it. I'm going to do a little test drive, and then the next episode, what we're going to do. Oh, I have to detach. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to tab. There we go. Is we're going to go to the okay. we're going to go to the auction. So we'll start off the next episode and we'll start at the auction. We'll see how much we can get for this. But for right now, I just want to do a test drive. Abandoned port, ride the motorcycle around the abandoned port, choose your route and have fun. Or we can do testing track, ride the motorcycle on a professional testing track. Let's go there and let's just see what we can do here. Is that the Bopper? Yeah, the Bopper 1453. Okay. So we'll give it a test run, and then we're going to, like I say, we'll end the episode. First thing we do next episode is we're going to go and we're going to experience what the auction is like. We're going to grab our bike that we fixed up now to predominantly 100%. I'm going to be honest with you. It's cool that we were able to fix it so well. But it's kind of, it might be a little bit too easy to fix the parts. So there it is. There's the bike. Looks good, I think. Sounds even better. You have two camera modes. You have this one, which is kind of a free camera. It's not exactly free because you can't move all over. You are locked to the rider, but you can at least rotate. And then you have C, which is just kind of like the over-the-shoulder cam. That's it. Rear brake is the space bar. A and D are steering. W and S, again, it's kind of, I wonder if I can plug in my controller because it's really difficult with all this button pressing. Change the camera, change lights. So let's hit Z again and C, and we'll change, that's bright and that's off. On, bright, off. That's what you got. We'll go on. Let's hit C and let's drive. Like I say, don't smash up my bike now. All right, so that was the acceleration test. We're gonna do a little. Oh, I smashed it up. That's not good. Restart the bike R, okay. All right, so we restarted the bike. We're gonna have to back up. And then the slalom course is over this way. Just does not really turn on a dime, does it? Doesn't really even turn on a 50-cent piece. There we go, now we got this. And as you can see, we're not really flying through this, okay? So that's the suspension test coming up here. Now we're gonna have the braking test coming up. Oh! I think that guy died. I think that guy just died. So we're doing braking? Or do we just, we befouled it so much that we can't? Alright, wait a minute, I'm getting the hang of it. The biggest issue, of course, is the brake. I don't really use the brake because I can't get my fingers over to the space bar. Alright, so there's that. Now we're coming up here. Oh, no! Oh, that guy. He's just so hurt right now. Alright, so I don't know what the red circle means. Does that mean tested? Brake caliper rear. See, we've got a little bit there, but I'm not sure what that means. 12-inch rims. Light bulb. Brake caliper needed something. Okay. So I'm not sure what any of that means, but I would like to figure that out. I think the caliper, I think if it's not a full circle, it means you've got an issue. Tentative. Let's look at motorcycle status. So if we go to rear wheel, or was it? All right, brake caliper rear. There you go. So 81%. And we just added it to our shopping cart. So that's another way to add it to the shopping cart. If it appears on your, you can just hit this. This is shopping list, I guess. All right, so everything is good. Front wheel's 100%, rear wheel's at 97. I think everything else is at, no, rear suspension's at 94. So we still got some more to work on, but we're not going to. As far as I'm concerned, we're done with this bike. Um, Again, if you're enjoying the title as much as I am, and if you look forward to the videos, go ahead and like, subscribe, and follow, and there will be more episodes. There's going to be another one again next Wednesday afternoon. Let's go ahead and move. Uh, got that other bike. I want to go to motorcycle maintenance management, motorcycle management, and we're going to go here. We're going to move that motorcycle, and we're going to place it here. Oh wow! Did you see that? We got that. We got that achievement. We now have 12. We can actually bring in 12 bikes. 12 bikes. Wow. So we went from 4 to 12. Wow. Very cool. Okay. So as I was saying, yeah, we got another bike. This is the bike we fixed up. This is the bike that we just brought in. Same color. We'll probably paint this one up. But we're going to rehab this and get this back out on the road. We'll see how the auction goes so that we know what to expect going forward. She's in a Cheyenne Rovers Classy, so she's in some bad shape. But we'll take care of her. We'll get her back up on her feet, up and running, and paint her up and get her looking good. So as I said, come back next time and like, subscribe, and follow. Be here for every wrench, bolt twisting, and tire burning moment. You don't want to miss it. So come on back. Until I see you again, be safe, be well, be good. Be back here next time, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.